I would teach you how to think correctly. The largest gap between successful and unsuccessful people in life is the thinking gap. I'm not talking about being smart. I'm not talking about an IQ. I'm talking about how you think. How I think successful people think differently than unsuccessful people. Wise thinking leads to right. Living stupid thinking lives leads to wrong with you. If you want to have a fulfilled life, you have to fill your mind correctly. Right now you need to focus on today. And what I realized so many leaders don't understand is that truly today matters, and we overestimate what we could do tomorrow. We over-exaggerate what we did yesterday, but we underestimate what we can do right now. The only time you have the own time I have is now. So the question for all of us is, what am I doing with now? The great leaders, they're present in the moment, and because of that, they maximize the moment. So if you're tempted to take that far away, glass to get right back to the present moment because today you're preparing to make tomorrow a success. Well, we all want to be motivated, and yet so many times we fail to find the secret of motivation. And so let me give it to you quickly, just do it. Motivation is not the cause of action, it's the byproduct of action. There's a lot of difference. If I think motivation is the cause of my action, that I'm going to wait to be motivated before I do something, but if I realize it's the byproduct of my action that I'll start doing something, and then guess what? Motivation will come up and sappy, and all of a sudden you feel good and you're glad you're doing it. You're saying, wow, this is truly wonderful. So let it be the byproduct you like. Don't let it be the foundation for the actions that you take. Nothing comes to you until you commit yourself. Nothing comes to you if you're just going to try but you're not committed. Nothing comes to you. If you're just thinking about it, it's not until you take the action step. It's not until you take the direction. Do the things start to flow through you. But I'm saying, don't cheat yourself out of the possibility of the potential that's on the other side of commitment. Stay with it long enough to find out if there's any fruit in it. You can do goal setting with a pencil, but you have to do go-getting with your legs. You got to take action, and it's the action that separates us. The greatest gap in this world is the gap between knowing and do knowing is goal-setting doing. And that school achievement people that are knowledgeable about habits say that it takes 30 days for a habit to become a half. Now, habits can be good and habits can be bad. And so over a period of time, you can either be developing habits that are going to help, habits that are going to hurt you. People that grow develop habits that help. The great value of a good habit is you don't have to think about the best way. It's a habit. In other words, once you began to over days and times and periods begin to practice something as good, after a while it becomes automatic to you. It becomes who you are, in fact. I always tell people practice a good habit long enough to make it yours, and once it's yours now, it's automatic. Every day you'll do what you should do. Often I have the expression that everything worthwhile is up to. That's a fact. You've never heard someone talk about accidental achievements. You've never heard someone that got to the top of the mountain and somebody asked him, how did you get there? Kind of look confused to say, I have no idea. The reason they know how they got there is because they had to walk all the way up the mountain. Nobody left too dead. There were no shortcuts. There's not an elevator. There's not an escalator. It's all effort to get you to the top of the mountain. What I want you to understand is that inspiration does a lot better when it's coupled with the perspiration. There are a whole lot of people they want to be inspired in great things, but they don't want to do the hard work to achieve those great things. It's not either or, it's both. So I really trust today that you will just kind of roll up your sleeves. Look at something you haven't tackled for a while. Dive in. You'll be amazed that once after you do the work, you get inspired. Don't wait to get inspired before you do the work.